3 years ago, we expanded with the food truck.
So what were the initial challenges with getting this business off the ground? What were some of the initial challenges?
I had no knowledge of the food truck.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to drive the truck that I needed to pull this.
That's a skill in itself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Learning how to do the fryers, everything about this business, it started from the ground up. I enjoy what I do, so you can actually feel it, experience it through the food that we provide to you guys all the time.
If you could cook for any celebrity, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
It probably would be.
What's up, good people? It's your guy, Aubrey Dunbar. Welcome back to SC Power Moves. Today I'm in Summerville, South Carolina. I'm about to interview one of the best vegan cuisine chefs in the nation. Stay tuned. What's up, good people? Today's show has been brought to you by Opus Clips. Ready to elevate your video content? Join Opus Clips. Unlock premium editing features, exclusive templates, and advanced tools designed to bring your creativity to life. Sign up through my link below to snag bonuses just for my viewers. What are you waiting for? Opus Clips. It's designed to save you time and elevate your content. What's up, good people? We're back here with Cheryl Gibbs Green of Vibrant Alkaline Vegan Meals. We're here in Summerville, South Carolina. Welcome back to the show. Thank you for coming to the show, Cheryl.
Thank you for having me.
I love your setup here. How did you get into the vegan lifestyle, and how did you start that journey?
Okay, so back in 2016, I went on a 21-day fast, and during that fast, at the end of that fast, I must say, that's when Vibrant Alkaline Vegan Meals was birthed. Due to a lot of clarity, a lot of focus, fasting, abstaining from food, and Vibrant Alkaline Vegan Meals was birthed from then. Had a commission to go out and help heal the land by providing and introducing them to healthier option of eating.
Man, that's a great beginning, because that's kind of like a, when you hear vegan, I remember back in the 90s they had it was so serious to be a vegan. That means you had to raise your consciousness to a certain type of level. You lived like a certain type of lifestyle. Like you didn't mess with any animal products, of things of that nature. Is that still true? Not separating the animal products, period, or is it still kind of like a mixture of vegetarian lifestyle and vegan?
I think there's a mixture of both. There's still a lot of people that are vegetarian. When I started this journey, I started totally alkaline, which meant that I followed Dr. Sebi methodology. And it was very strict, very restrictive. It's a nutritional guide that he provided. And it was a list of foods that were less detrimental to form its mucus in the body. And therefore, a lot of what I've realized that a lot of clients or people didn't want to be that restrictive with their diet. So then I embark of a much more plant-based journey in veganism. We just don't do any processed soy, tofu, or any of those nature.
Got it. So the business was birthed in the kitchen, and then you turned it into a business. Is that how the process went?
Yes, more or less. I'm the oldest of my family of four. So I've been cooking for as long as I know, with the step stool at the stove, providing for my family while my mother was at work. So I always, knew how to cook and put things together. And then when I embarked upon this journey, I always share like I've done with anything else on Facebook, and everybody just was kind of intrigued in what I did. And then, like I said, the business was birthed from a 21-day fast, and it was history after that.
Nice. So what were the initial challenges with getting this business off the ground? What were some of the initial challenges? Well,
the business itself, we're 9 years old, which I started the business while I was still working corporate America. So I worked the job and this business for about 5 years. And 3 years ago, we expanded with the food truck. So the thing about it, I expanded with the food truck. I had no knowledge of the food truck industry. I didn't know how to drive the truck that I needed to pull this.
That's a skill in itself.
Learning how to do the fryers, everything about this business, it started from the ground up, and it was challenging because I really didn't know how to do it, but I knew I was called to it.
Right,
And
right.
so every challenge and every obstacle, I had my family members that really assisted me. Like a lot of times they took me to events and they picked me up from events because I didn't know how to drive this trailer for such a long time. But now,
Yeah.
that was the biggest challenge. Now I know.
Yeah, you know what? That's a huge skill to have. My uncle, he has a concession stand. It's called M&M Concessions, and you know we do non-alkaline food. There we do you know, chicken tenders, chicken wings,
Right.
fries. You know, all of the type of fair type food or southern
Right.
outside food, pretty
Right.
much. And he's just a master at whipping that trailer around. He has a trailer similar to this, and we go all over all year, and he's just a master at whipping that truck. So when did you feel comfortable behind the wheels? I see you solo, so nobody dropped you off today. When
No.
did you become a master behind the wheel?
No, it didn't take that long. I think I had my first initial gig. There was a Hallmark film going on at Park Circle.
Okay.
And the young lady called because they wanted the trailer to be in the movies. And I didn't know, but I know how to drive straight. I didn't know how to drive, you know, back up or any of those things. So I just told her, I said, hey, I can get there. You know, this would have been the very first time I was driving alone.
Yeah.
I knew exactly how to get there because it was a straight run. As soon as I got there, they took over the truck and put it in, you know, in the spot for the movies. And then I think from then on, I just take my time. I drive like Miss Daisy to get where I was going.
Yeah.
But eventually, and I think one of the hardest things was learning how to back it up.
Yep.
A lot of times I didn't know how to do it when I got where I was, whether it was a gas station or wherever. I would just ask people,
Yeah.
like anyone that I saw,
Yeah.
and it was no problem. People were very helpful. You know, you sometimes have to do things scared, but you know, now I can say I appreciate people, strangers that I didn't know, that backed this thing up for me and, you know, get me where I need to go. So
Nice, nice. So now, wow, you said 9 years in the business. That's awesome. That's a huge blessing. That is truly awesome. So you're locally here. Was it last week? Was the Food and Wine Festival last week?
Charleston Wine and Food.
Charleston
We
Wine and Food.
participated in 3 events. This is our 4th year with Charleston Wine and Food. It's one of my, I love doing a lot of events in Charleston. That's one of my favorite. So, yes.
Man, that's a
Tired of ads that don't convert? Let SCPM Media change the game. Get seen by the right audience on every platform: Google, YouTube, Facebook. We'll make your brand stand out everywhere. AI-powered tools help maximize reach and save precious time. Say goodbye to guesswork and hello to measurable results. We focus on growth so you can focus on your business. Boost engagement with strategies crafted just for your goals. Stay ahead of the competition with proven digital solutions. Get tailored solutions for your brand. Book your session now.
blessing. Just give us a quick tour of the inside of the food truck and talk about some of your favorite items on the menu.
Okay, so we have double fryers here, which we normally just use when we have festivals, just because there's so many people coming through at a festival. We probably do anywhere from like 300 pounds of mushrooms. This is our little station here, our little flat top that we use to keep our sauce warm, you know, our refrigeration and little stuff. And this side here, we serve from the window. Our favorite, our number 1 item, I must say, is oyster mushrooms. Okay. And these are these babies. We source our mushrooms locally from a mushroom farm. And we use Raven Farms, we use Grow Food, Carolina, and then sometimes Super Brothers Mushrooms, LLC, out on Johns Island. And then another one, our seller, this is oyster, this is lion's mane.
Wow, I've never seen this. I've never seen a lion's mane mushroom in real life. That is crazy.
Yes. It's another one of my great mushrooms because it's good for dementia. It is good for all brain activity, focus, creativity as well. We actually have other mushrooms. We do all things mushrooms on this truck.
Nice.
So when we think about vegan, we think about things that are from the earth, you know, clean, given. We just put a soul spin on it with lots of herbs, lots of love. And of course, you know, I enjoy what I do. So you can actually feel it, experience it through the food that we provide to you guys all the time.
What's up, good people? I hope you're enjoying the show. And if you want to show your support, head over to divinededicatedclothing.com and check out our SC Power Moves merch shop. All right? Support the show. Appreciate it. Let's go. So nationwide meal prep. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Okay, so when we started 9 years ago, we started probably about a year later. We ship food nationwide, anywhere in the world, every week.
Wow.
Customers have really, especially, we do give them the option where they could actually, you know, choose totally alkaline, or plant-based, or a vegan version. So that way we still cater to alkaline. On the food truck, we basically just do a vegan or plant-based option.
Okay.
But if they're interested in alkaline, we totally ship that to our customers, and it's been amazing. We ship every week. It ship out Monday or Tuesday, usually Tuesday of the week.
Wow, so that's like a meal plan, like Factor almost, and you just prepping it up and you shipping them out. So you got you have an e-com presence or a online presence or a website where they can go and purchase. Okay.
Yes, we do have a website, and a lot of times I always ask customers how they have found us, and it's through Google. They will Google even if they use the word alkaline, we will pop up, and that's how we get most of our clients. So
nice.
Yeah.
So what makes the food alkaline?
Alkalinity, it involves the pH, anything 7.5 or higher. Again, you know, when it comes to alkaline, there are food that are higher pH, and the reason being because it is food that is less detrimental from a mucus or inflammation in the body.
Right.
And that's what make it, you know, totally alkaline.
So it's similar to the water. I never thought about food being totally alkaline. And I heard Dr. Sebi say that.
Yes.
Back when I used to watch the videos, but I never heard of like seen food that's considered alkaline.
Yes.
That's pretty dope. So what's the website? The website.
Our website is www.vibrantalkalineveganmeals.com. vibrantalkalineveganmeals.com. We are also on all social media outlets, Facebook, Instagram, as well. You can find us, you can reach us.
Nice. If you could cook for any celebrity, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
I think of all people, and I never thought about this until you asked the question, it probably would be Richard Pryor. Because I just love how he's as live. Like when I think about vibrant, I think about live, fun, outgoing, even though he may, you know, throw a little words at you. But I think it's him because of the life that he lived, and it was fun, it was vibrant. And it kind of remind me of myself. So,
All right, I like that answer.
Yeah.
All right, so can you describe your food in 3 words? If you could, what would they be?
Vibrant. Love. Experience.
Okay, sound like you could have put two or three more on there too.
Yeah, I sure can.
I love it.
Yes.
All right. Any shout outs that you want to give? Oh, one last question. I almost forgot one question. How has the Charleston and Somerville area, the community, accepted vegan cuisine, in your opinion?
I think the Tri-County area has been very receptive. Again, I think because I started out with meals, and a lot of my clients are customers that are family now, that's what I call them. They've always had our food because it's actually a vegan twist with a soul spin on it.
Right.
So I know how it is when you eat from the standard American diet, and we love food, you know what I'm saying? So therefore I make sure I put that love and that soul in there. That way if you eat some of the cuisine that we have, you wouldn't even tell it's vegan unless I tell you that it is. And the customers are very receptive. A lot of them aren't even vegan. It's just like they normally would tell me, it's just good food, period.
Right, right.
Yeah, I wish food didn't have a label,
Yeah.
but because it's just good food, period.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that is shown through the awards and things that we've won from, Black Taste of Charleston.
Okay, what kind of awards?
We have won Savory Award for the Knoxtail. That is our
Knoxtail.
Yeah,
Okay.
which we take the lion's mane and we turn that into Knoxtail, which is something like a Jamaican cuisine with the peas and rice. So we put the vegan spin on it,
Nice.
and it's called Knoxtail instead of oxtail. And customers love that. That was 2023 award-winning dish at Black Taste of Charleston. We won the Food Truck Award 2 years as well. And we have other awards throughout the area, newspaper mentioning throughout the couple years.
Man, we talking to a legend. Okay. All right. So, last question. Shout outs. This is not even the question. This is just something I like to do. So, because I know you didn't do it alone.
Right.
So everybody has a team. Well, every great business and great person has a team behind them. Any shout outs that you want to give?
First and foremost, I just want to thank, our Heavenly Father, just for the vision that He's given me to provide me with this business. I want to shout out to my family, my husband, my brother, my sisters, my children. They work endlessly with me. I want to shout out to my team that work on the truck. We do catering, we do weddings, we do pop-ups. And I have a team of dedicated young ladies and guys that support me. Also want to say thanks to Sacred Roots. I can always pull up here anytime. Ketwas Hotep, so if you're looking for herbal needs, he has all of your herbal remedies. And of course, my mushroom growers here in Charleston.
Nice.
I want to shout out to Raven Farms, Super Brothers LLC, Low Country Fungi, through Grow Food Carolina. So, and I thank you all, the community that have always supported me, no matter what I am doing. And we're in this vegan journey together, changing one plate, one meal at a time through the life of a mushroom.
Beautiful. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. This has been SC Power Moves. Cheryl Gibbs Green, Vibrant Alkaline Vegan Meals. We out. Thank y'all. Peace.
So here at, Vibrant Alkaline Food, I love this. I love coming out and supporting my girl. So I always get the sliders or the chicken nuggets, and it's really good. Every time she posts up on Instagram, I am heading to wherever she's at. But yeah, her food's always amazing. So
yo, what up, y'all? It's Demetrius Bang, Art of Bang. We out here getting some Vibrant Alkalines vegan meals. One of the best food trucks in Charleston. Very healthy meals that taste real tasty, but a lot of food that comes compounded in one little tray for you to eat. Every time she pops up everywhere, I'm pulling up.
okay, so this is the sliders and this is the burger, and I always come get both of them, and I'm so hungry. I didn't eat all day, but anyway, but this is what I always get whenever she posts up on Instagram where her location's at, and I just have to be probably the first person in line.
What's up, good people? Today we're in Summerville, South Carolina. We had the chance to sit down. What happened? What are you doing?
I don't know why I did that.
What's up, good? Stop. What's up, good people? Your thumb. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed the show, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, share.